Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you who are seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, usually several times per week. And this is our life lesson series number 220. Obviously, the life lesson series is just an opportunity to kind of talk about things that ultimately are um, you know, um, just things that life may be trying to teach you that may not be in accordance with things you're paying attention to, and when we aren't necessarily paying attention to things in a way that is beneficial for us, it can get a little overwhelming. So, if you're looking for ways to kind of ferret through the lessons that life is trying to teach you and you're not necessarily paying full attention, that can be a little overwhelming, especially when the things you aren't paying attention to are things that could be actually detrimental to your overall health and wellness. And so that becomes a super valuable kind of way of looking at things there. And when we kind of continue moving forward, it can be helpful. So sometimes we regret leaving behind a person or a situation. So sometimes emotions allow us to get ahead of ourselves and we end up leaving a situation, leaving a job, leaving a relationship, losing connections, emotionally speaking, because we are either impulsive or immature. And so when we allow our emotions to get the better of us and make decisions from an emotional core without really thinking about the consequences that we would be thinking about if we were more balanced on an emotional level, it can be super challenging. The next thing that kind of comes forward there is kind of worry. So, being overly worried or consumed with fear of the future or fear of what could happen or fear of what might happen can all be things that ultimately look at kind of our level of lack of balance and the challenges therein. When we understand the need to be more balance motivated, that is, look at how things are going to come across in a balanced manner before we make cons- you know um, consistent and connected decisions, we then ultimately are challenging ourselves to be better people. But when we are only interested in getting to where we want to be immediately and we rush or we worry because we either think we have missed an opportunity or an opportunity will never come, worry is never going to lead us forward, always leads us backwards. And the life lesson is try to reduce worry as much as possible, holding on to your emotional state that is not being honest with how you feel and or holding on to your emotions in a manner that isn't necessarily conducive to helping you heal, helping you grow, being honest with others. And that's the other piece. Honesty and integrity is super essential too, getting to a healthy place as far as relationships are concerned, and also just in terms of having the emotional support we need. How can a person be supportive of us if we're not honest? So, the commitment to internal honesty and external honesty is one of the most important things that we can commit to on any level and in any way. When we begin to understand the need to be honest with others, the need to be connected and committed to other people, we then will be more likely to be able to balance relationships out in a meaningful manner and ultimately get things going in a more positive, constructive, and committed direction. When we understand how to do that, we also are going to look at the understanding we have of the lies that we tell ourselves, because oftentimes the lies that we tell aren't even meant to hurt other people. They're also not meant to be damaging in any way. It's just that we're lying to ourselves, and thereby, by proxy, we lie to other people. So complete transparency, first within ourselves and then with other people and how we interact with them, is super important and valuable for a number of reasons. Understanding how to do that, though, is a general overall value that leads us into full transparency, deeper relationships, better meaningful connections, and ultimately leads us away from connecting into things that aren't good for us and leads us to connecting to things that will help us grow mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically. So hopefully this is helpful. Keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.